The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
I mean, right? Right? They have that, like, 1,000-yard stare.
Yep.
This cat just staring at a wall is like, what are you looking at? Is it a bug? Meanwhile, they're
There's
like
ghosts and
visions of poltergeist or some crap like that.
I saw that. That was funny.
That was good, yeah.
it was funny.
Yep.
Ha ha funny.
Ha ha! Ha!
Ha
Ha!
ha
Ha!
ha.
All right. So, at what point does how much do you have to modify a food before it no longer becomes that food and becomes like
Something
a
else.
variation? Because they're like a fried pickle to me is like a sliced, dill pickle with breaded, breaded and fried, right? But like if you stuff it with cheese
And bacon.
and bacon, is that a chibickle?
We can call it whatever you want.
I'm just saying.
It just looks really good for deep fried Friday.
Well, yes, but I just feel like there needs to be, as there
Well-
is a very specific scientific taxonomy with every species and creature on this earth that is known to science, where you can kind of root out like where it is in that family tree of all life.
Where it goes from being a
Based on its
beaver
yeah.
to a platypus.
Exactly. You're like, you can tell by
You've
its
done too
scientific-
much. The beak was too much.
It's too much, but you can tell from a scientific name, like, where it is, what it is, all the rest of that. We don't have that for food. Like, someone like, do you want some, like, when I was younger and I didn't know what gazpacho was, I was like, is he the comedian? It's like, who's gazpacho? Is that like...
I mean, I suppose, but
is that the father of Gallagher and Groucho Marx? I mean, what? It's gazpacho.
Does he smash like honeydew melons instead of watermelons?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll throw this at you because for anybody who doesn't know, the conversation.
Gazpacho Sarducci.
Yeah, Father Gazpacho Sarducci.
Where is that from? That's from something.
Yeah, it's like
Oh crap.
Father whatever.
Father Gazpacho Sarducci.
To, like combine your gazpacho.
Oh, okay.
Guido
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just sounded from a comedy
Sarducci.
routine somewhere.
Guido Sarducci.
Guido Sarducci. Yeah. Anyways.
So the reason we're talking about this
Yep.
is because I said I saw a really cool deep fried pickle recipe, which was you cut the pickle in half, you take the seeds out,
Right.
you put like a
Which, let's be honest, no one wants that part of the pickle, anyways.
right, because it's just
Because you know what you do, if you grab a pickle out of the jar and you're just not having it with a meal or something like that, you bring it over to the sink and you take the pickle and you're like, flick all the seeds into the sink.
no.
No?
I eat the whole pickle. I love the pickle.
But what I'm saying is, given your choice, or as I like to use the word on this show and pretty much nowhere else, your druthers,
Okay.
I've used that on this show prolifically.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No,
You just haven't been paying attention.
probably not.
Yes.
Were you?
Maybe. Given your druthers,
Yeah.
like you'd be like, I would have pickle sans seed core.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So
right?
so you
Because here's the other
yeah.
part
Okay.
of it,
Go
right?
ahead.
You go to a deli and they have like the sandwich and they automatically serve it with a side of a pickle. What's the worst part about it? They wrap it in like a Kleenex and
Yes.
it like bleeds through the Kleenex onto your sandwich and you're like, trying to unwrap. What do I do with this? Oh, now my hands smell like pickle.
I love it,
Which is
though.
fine for eating, but not for when you're like sketching like. And then they're like, "What? Are you picking your ass?" And it's like, no. There's a whole course of events here that could be avoided if we just remove the seeds from the middle of the pickle.
Okay. Which is what I want to do.
Okay.
So you remove the seeds and that gunk. and then you
I like where you're going.
fill it with cheese
Uh-huh.
And bacon.
I also...
and bacon.
All right, now, are you essentially coring this out with, like, an apple core and then sticking, like, a mozzarella stick down there? You're like...
No, what it is?
Because I think you should.
No, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
So you core it. You can core it the Brad way. Just kind of squinch out all the gooey
Well,
bits.
that's not coring it. That's a quarter of a pickle. That's already kind of been quartered. And I thought you were talking about, like, taking, like, a whole pickle.
Okay.
Like a full dill.
See, the thing is,
Uh-huh.
you're not letting me finish.
That's how we get through an hour and a half of material on the show,
Okay.
Pat.
So you split a pickle in half.
Okay.
You go, and you take the guts out.
Okay.
So you're not taking any of the meat out,
Uh-huh.
because that's the part you like. You like the meat in the pickle.
Yeah, we'll
right.
go.
We'll call it that.
We'll go with that innuendo.
Okay.
Sure.
The semi-solid gelatinous cucumber part.
Perfect.
Perfect. You put a mixture of cheddar and not broccoli, cheddar and bacon bits
Uh-huh.
in where the gooey bits were. So
I
you,
feel like we should just take a full strip of bacon and just be like, wrap that thing wrap the cheese like a joint in bacon and just stuff that in the pickle.
okay, no, I mean, sure we can, but
Like, it can be done.
anyways, you fold the pickle back up
Okay.
and then you put it in a egg roll wrapper.
I feel like it doesn't have the structural integrity at this point, though.
It wouldn't if it weren't in an egg roll wrapper.
Okay.
So the egg roll holds it together,
All right.
and then you deep fry it.
I can understand that, if only for the fact that otherwise that cheese may leak out.
Right,
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
deep fried pickle.
All right. I like that. Now, would you do any sort of egg wash breadcrumbs before you put it in the egg roll?
No, why?
I think that would be nice. It creates a crunchy air barrier between
No,
the pickle and the egg roll.
But it doesn't. All of that does, when you think about it, is trap the oil in the egg roll.
Does it?
Yeah.
But I mean,
You're putting bread, think about it, bread in oil.
Does that mean you're not sealing your egg roll properly?
Well, your egg roll's not going to be sealed properly anyways.
Your egg roll sealed properly? All right. All I'm saying is I think there's room for an extra layer of, like, sort of crunchiness here, right?
So what we'll do, Brad,
Uh-huh. But there's a very careful line to this, too, because you can overcook the pickle, and then you're left with not an appealing pickle.
right.
Now, I'm still trying to figure out the science of this one. To be able to melt the cheese to such a consistency that's ooey gooey good without turning the crispness of the pickle to a state that is no longer appealing.
Well, that's why we have to try it.
Okay. Like, I almost feel like we need to freeze the pickle.
No, they did not freeze the pickle in the video.
Why didn't they freeze the pickle?
Because they didn't.
I think we can improve on this, though.
Okay. I think you're wrong.
Okay.
But
Well, that's true, because then how would the cheese in the middle
right.
melt?
Right.
Right, okay.
So we're going to try it.
All right.
And then you can make your Franken pickle.
Frankenpickle.
Whatever you want it to be.
Is that a Nickelodeon show?
No, that's just what you're going to make, probably.
Okay, probably.
Like, I will make a bunch of neat little wonton-y or egg rolly looking pickles, and then you'll make something that you'll hand me that's the size of my forearm and say, "Here, it's a pickle."
No,
Because
actually, I'm going to go the other way on this.
You can go no all you want.
Uh-huh.
Who's the guy that put Thanksgiving dinner into a ball?
That's true.
Who's the guy that said, "I'm going to put mashed potatoes, turkey, ground beef for some reason, breadcrumbs, cheese, all in one meatball"?
You.
No, that was you.
Oh, I felt like somewhere in there
Remember when you had me
to say, like,
deep
"Chef,
fry a softball and
who's
see
the
how
guy
it...
who put all the Thanksgiving in a ball? Brad.
Speaking of
You're
which,
damn right.
I've been seeing a lot of these videos on Good Mythical Morning.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we blend up Big Macs and stuff like that?
Because we've done that before.
Have we?
It's freaking awful. Actually, no, it's not awful. No, I remember we made Big Mac ice cream.
Well, yeah, but that sounds awful.
But we had to blend it up to do it.
Yeah, but
And don't forget, we deep fried double downs.
We did deep fry double downs.
yeah, that's when
And all this time, I thought the
all of a sudden I found a
saturated fat had clogged, stroked out that part of my brain, which involved.
That's when I found the palpitation.
Yeah. Oh, arrhythmia.
Oh.
Sorry. Arrhythmia. Yeah, I got it.
You're
Nailed
like,
it.
oh, that's what that is.
Oh, yeah,
okay. You know, it gets hit with like a block of cholesterol that knocks all the other crap from the 10 years of Deep Fried Friday out, and you're like, oh, I can breathe.
Yeah.
Until it comes back around.
Yeah, and it's back.
Yep.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer. So it's good that we are just like a month and a half away from Deep Fried Friday.
We are.
What else are we gonna do for Deep Fried Friday?
I don't know. We need to think.
Uh,
Because last year I did a lot of wontons.
yeah. I am kind of hungry. Are you hungry?
I mean, yeah, I could eat.
All right. Jay, could you eat?
I'm full.
You're full?
Yeah, I had Chinese.
All right.
I forgot yours. I'm sorry. I didn't get your text message in time.
I'm very disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
As you should be.
I think I had an idea though. Jay, how was your week?
Sad.
It was sad. Why was your week sad?
My truck had to go back to the dealership.
It's not that
forever.
sad because you got a sweet new Jeep. I just
it's new
can
to
you hold
me.
this for a second?
Yeah.
Thanks.
A stick?
So what do you have now instead?
An old Jeep.
An old Jeep. So what's wrong with that? That makes you
nothing
definitely
wrong with
from.
that.
That makes you definitely from Connecticut.
Yeah, you're from Torrington.
I now have to give it back immediately.
An old Jeep what?
Cherokee.
Grand or normal?
Limited. Grand
Oh,
Limited.
Grand
Ooh.
Limited.
Can you back over here?
But yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Brad, you can't eat a stick.
No, you can't.
You can't eat a stick with a brat on it?
Oop, hold on.
Why do you randomly have brats is a better question.
You know, in case
don't quite-
someone forgets Chinese.
No, that's so true. Wait a minute. How long have these been in your car then? Because I haven't forgotten your Chinese in a long time.
You know, it's
Are they supposed to be that color?
How old is this backup plan? What do you...
yeah, that'll hopefully hold.
Is the backup plan old enough to vote?
The backup plan smells pretty good actually.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah,
Let's smell.
You could do a Three Stooges with that. Donk.
yeah,
What
yeah.
Okay,
the
so...
hell is that?
Nothing. It's fine. So you got your Jeep,
I did get my Jeep.
which was a long time coming, which is great because you can have an old car and you have to drive like what 2 miles a day.
2.2.
Why don't
One
you
way.
have a Segway?
Yeah, why didn't you have like
They don't do great with me uphill.
You should do like an electric scooter,
Yeah, you
like
should do
back
a
and forth
scooter.
to work.
I mean...
They are not enough CCs to haul my ass around.
I think 49 cc's.
I think downhill at least.
Oh, downhill is great. It's
Yeah.
always getting back up.
Yeah.
Man,
You
those
see that motor smoking on the way back up.
those old Huffy brake wheels
Uh-huh.
that's gonna stop you with. That'll be
No, you
fun.
just hear literally screaming.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's a boring barcode.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty boring.
That's pretty boring.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's just a barcode. Mm-hmm. So,
Sorry, what do we got for tech news?
you didn't ask me how my week was.
Oh, how was your week, Pat?
Well, Brittany got strep throat,
What?
and you got money.
Oh, that's a shame. That's pretty funny though.
I want to read it.
Nah, later.
Okay.
Ooh, instruction manual.
What is that? Why are you covering up?
Because if she has strep, that means you could have strep too.
No. She had strep throat
Yeah, I still don't trust.
last week.
Oh.
Hence why I did not come.
You weren't even breathing hard.
Did you buy a gun?
Nothing.
Okay. Nothing. So, tech news? Don't worry, I'm not contagious.
The hell?
It's fine. What do we got in tech news?
Why do I feel weird holding a stick with meat on it now?
Because you're about to die.
So,
It's loading. Please hold.
Yeah, so am I.
I don't like this. Pat just went from being
that's
intrigued by brats.
So I have
to-
something that is exciting but can be scary at the same time.
Me too.
Nintendo
I only have meat on a stick.
Nintendo has announced that the new Mario Brothers movie, animated,
Okay.
is slated to be released in 2022.
I'm sorry, if it doesn't have Bob Hopkins and John Leguizamo in it, it's gonna suck.
Well, they might be voice actors, but,
Yeah, well that's gonna be hard, but
well,
Brad?
Well,
Jay?
No, fine. Everything's fine.
Am
Keep going.
I gonna die?
Well, Brad has to go outside.
Why is Brad going outside?
I'm not going outside. Just reading. Do a little reading.
So,
I don't like
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
That name sound familiar to you?
Miyamoto. Yeah.
He is the creator of Mario,
Yep.
and he is confirmed to be front and center of the project.
Hold on.
With
You look much better like that. Framed by brats.
he's going to be front and center with the hopes that his involvement of the series creator will theoretically add depth to
Add death.
add no depth
Oh no, we'll add that.
to the plot without souring the spirit and producing a fiasco like the '93 live-action flick.
Where did he go?
I don't want to know. The movie's being made with Illumination Studios, which is best known for producing the movies of the likes of...
Akira?
No, well maybe, but Despicable Me and Minions.
Ah, boo.
That's all right. They're kind of funny.
Are you hyped about the Dragon Ball Super movie? Rob? Is Rob checking for insurance purposes?
Oh, Rob, yes, Rob went for insurance purposes.
Oh,
Okay.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, everybody.
Everyone, Doug's here.
Doug's here.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
So we've been talking about the Disney streaming service that could deal a
eliminate
hell of a blow.
everything,
Well, it's
yeah.
not going to eliminate everything because there's still a hell of a lot of content out there. But it's going to do some damage to Netflix and Hulu because they're...
Well, it's got all of Marvel, all of Disney, all of ESPN,
Right.
all of everything else.
That is something I might consider getting as a separate streaming.
Oh, I will. I mean, you know I will because of the Marvel stuff alone.
Yeah. So, total revenue for 2018 so far.
For
Up to
Di-
third quarter for
Disney?
Disney. What do you think their net revenue is so far for the entertainment?
$8 billion.
How much?
$8 billion.
All together.
Oh, yes.
$59.4 billion.
Are you
need your assistance outside for a second?
Okay.
I'll keep doing this. I'll unhook you. Hold on.
Thank you.
You're good. Here, just grab your dangle.
Don't mind the
So while nothing...
What?
Do I need my meat stick?
Yep. Need your meat stick.
And possibly a better insurance policy.
This is the last time you saw Pat.
Hi. So it's just me now. So yes, Disney as an entertainment company has hit the $59.4 billion mark, and that's just through third quarter, so it's not even October, November, December. That tells you anything. Actually, they say it's quarter four earnings, but I don't see how, because you're missing a couple months. But anyway, so we've been telling you about how they're going to have their own streaming service. It is being released in 2019, late 2019, so probably around this time, maybe a little sooner. And it's going to be called, very plainly, Disney Plus. Let's see. Again, slated to launch in 2019. Netflix is going to be losing a bunch of content, namely everything Star Wars, everything Pixar, everything Marvel. New service will offer a number of exclusive original shows and movies, as well as including a Loki-centric Thor spin-off starring Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki in the Thor movies. Let's see, a reboot of High School Musical franchise.
And it's supposed to be big budget.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, if they got $59 billion in revenue, I think they can afford to spend a few bucks. New adventures from the Monsters, Inc. universe and a prequel series to Rogue One starring Diego Luna.
No!
Why? What's wrong with Diego Luna?
Oh, God. Rogue One. And now a prequel?
It says to go with Jon Favreau's already announced The Mandalorian.
No, Jon Favreau.
Why are you so against this?
You just listed 3 of my 95 least favorite things. Rogue One is like 33rd. Jon Favreau is like 8th. And prequels are definitely like 4th. Anyway, continue.
Well, that's basically it. I mean, their revenues are up. Obviously, everything Disney-esque is just freaking raking in money for them. So that's very cool. I really want to know what they're doing out there. Anyway, go on.
Will everything from Disney be gone, though? I mean, you would think they would still deliver some programming, not the big stuff, but some programming to other channels and other networks.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they've already got a lot of, like, contracts in line with, like, Hulu and... Hulu and Netflix and such. And dear Lord...
You ever seen brats cook that fast?
Uh...
There you go, Brad.
No, but I've now seen the, Here, where's your, dangly?
It's in my pocket.
I got it.
Potato rolls.
How long have you been waiting for me to forget your Chinese to do this?
Quite some time. We'll just, whoop. Go ahead and,
Bloop.
You want your bun toasted?
No. No.
Just, here's that. And, that's nice. That's nice. It actually smells really good.
It does.
Smells quite toasty.
Oh, that smells
I'll
good.
I'll hold your stick so you can eat your wiener.
Wait, hold on. Because no bra is complete.
Is your mic plugged in?
Me? I'm plugged in.
I just haven't said anything.
All right, who are you talking to? Me? Do you hear me? Yeah. All right. Maybe it's a little melted. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You want some mustard?
Sure.
There you go. A little ketchup action?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that cooked good. There we are.
You don't want any mustard?
Oh, I want mustard. Yeah.
Believe it or not, and the audience might not believe this, but this is always behind me. No one ever sees it, but I actually have a reason to have it out now. Because Brad. That's all you need to know is because Brad.
And for everybody who couldn't figure it out,
That's not
that's a flamethrower.
That's not a flamethrower.
Okay, no, it's not a flamethrower.
Technically, it is not a flamethrower.
Right.
It's from the Boring Company from Elon Musk.
It
That
says
cooked
it right
them-
on the box.
That cooked them so well, the grease from it
You want to buy it?
went all the way
That's
down.
pretty good.
Went all the way down the stick.
You gotta hold the sign here. It's not a flame. Okay.
See? Not a flamethrower.
It's actually-
Camera switch. Hey, control room.
Oh,
You woke Doug up. Nice going. Now he's going to be mad.
it's not a
See? Not a
flamethrower.
flamethrower.
It's the world's largest creme brulee torch.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And it's actually cooked in the center. I don't believe it.
That's the scary part.
And we were out there, what, 20 seconds?
Basically, we were out there 20 seconds, then a minute of me trying to figure out how to turn the flame off.
Had I known that this was coming, I would have brought my little thermal thing for my phone
Oh,
to see the temperature. Well, I was holding that for you so you could eat your
Hot.
wiener.
Now you can read your stories.
that's actually really tasty.
It is.
Big
So
fan.
while
I was
you're
afraid it could be all like propane-y, but no. Mwah.
so while you were gone, I talked about Disney Plus, the Disney streaming app.
By the way, you ever do another 4th of July party?
Huh?
That's how we're cooking stuff.
Oh no, we ran out of propane for the grill. No worries. Brad'll be here any minute, and he has his own portable one.
Just listen for the car and then listen for the fire engines.
That's right.
As Brad's going down the street, just lighting the entire side of the street on fire.
I will have no ice anywhere on the driveway this winter. And about 400 tanks of propane. Anyways,
Yeah, but at least you don't have to shovel
that's true.
or snowblow or anything.
Good.
That was very good.
Yeah, it's good,
Thanks,
yeah.
thanks for dinner.
So
problem.
so cooking
We
those
got more.
so cooking those two, how much is left in here?
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
I wasted a lot more trying to shut it off.
Ah.
Can I see?
So how do you shut it off?
It's got a couple valves.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Well, when you figure it,
It's actually not heavy at all.
well, there's really not much to it. It's a couple pieces of pipe and an ignition. No, go ahead. I don't want my fingerprints on that freaking train wreck. So do you gentlemen remember Vine?
Remember, don't point at anything you're not willing to barbecue.
That's true.
You pointed it at me.
I stand
He
by
stands
that.
by his statement.
Damn it.
Do you guys remember Vine?
Yeah. Is it coming back?
It's
is it
coming back.
Is it now
Is it
Leaf?
really?
Is it now Leaf?
No, it's Eniv.
Oh, Enif.
Yes. So last year, the co-founder of Vine, his name is Dom Hoffman, teased a revival of the Vine app, tweeting a logo that just simply said V2. However, the excitement of that happening was completely crushed in May when he said the project was postponed indefinitely because of really high cost issues.
So why did they get rid of it in the first place?
Because of high cost issues. But now, there is going to be a successor, and it's going to be called Byte. B-Y-T-E.
All right.
It will be the successor to Vine, and it's launching sometime in spring of 2019. Hoffman did apologize for the delay back in May, saying that he wanted to make sure that Vine 2.0 was developed in the right way. He said, quote, "I'm very, very sorry for the disappointment. If it's any consolation, I think it would have been even more disappointing if this service had been developed and released incorrectly, which is where we were headed. I'd like for us to get it right."
I'm paying attention.
No, you're not.
Give me-
So,
give me-
if you want to follow the developments of Byte, it now has a Twitter and Instagram account, as well as a website that presents the service as a, quote, new looping video app by the creator of Vine, unquote.
Whatever happened to that guy who was really, he was really good at Vine.
Which one?
He was a he was a guy who'd go up to people and start singing Disney songs.
He's on
basically.
YouTube.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is he still doing 8-second videos?
He's doing actual videos.
Wasn't there like a magician who did like stuff?
Yeah.
Or he did like boom, and then like things would just turn into other things, and like nothing happened.
Yeah,
Was that Vine or was that something else?
No, that was Vine. He'd
That was a fever dream you had.
he'd hold up like a
Probably.
he'd hold up like a glass of something in his thing, and then reach into it and pull out the glass and stuff. Yeah, he said that he has.
hand warmer.
I remember he said
That's hot.
he said he worked like 453 hours or something like that for 53 seconds worth of video. Like he had
Probably.
some insane stat for whatever his vines were for putting out like a minute and a half worth of vines.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So,
Remember, there are children here, so watch your language.
no, it's my show.
That's fair enough.
It's going on.
Did you bring your cat? Aw.
More Chinese?
Which
Up
Airborne.
front. There we go.
okay, good.
Oh, Control Alt Delete. So I have a lot of Netflix news once Pat's done taking pictures of.
There you go.
Nice, thank you.
So, bunch of Netflix news. Here we go. There's a new movie called, I think it's called Mowgli. M-O-W-G-L-I.
Mowgli.
Legend
Based
of
on
the
the Jungle
Jungle.
Book.
Yep. Based off that.
All
it's
right, what's
going
your
to-
level of excitement?
Okay, so the other Jungle Book was directed by Jon Favreau. This one is going to be directed by Andy Serkis. My excitement level.
Not a circus like with animals and like.
No,
tents and-
Although it kind of is with animals.
Yeah.
Well.
So the other Jungle Book was probably about an 8 as far as how good it was. This one, since it can't be based off of the Disney property, they can't do any of that. They have to stick to the book. Whatever's in the book, which isn't bad,
Right.
It's based on the original source
Aw,
material.
based on source material.
but
Sad panda.
it's
Nope, more like a sad bear and
until
sad
I see
tiger.
until I see a trailer, it's 5. It's just middle of the road because they delayed it so much because the other one was such a hit. They were like, whoa, we can't come out with this like the same year that the other one comes out. So
Thank you. So Netflix snapped up the rights to Mowgli,
you want another
which
bot?
had been in the works earlier this year, and now its release date and a new trailer are released. Yay!
Yay!
In the trailer, you see the familiar Jungle Book story. A young boy is taken in and raised by jungle animals, but as he grows up, he grapples with the fact that he doesn't really belong with anybody, not humans or animals. Yes, pointed at your face, because that's a good idea. But of course, this version has director Andy Serkis' own spin. The voice cast features a few big names, including...
Oh,
You have to enter your passcode to get to the camera? Oh, it's a double tap?
Yeah.
Double tap that.
Nailed it.
Wait, I want the whole name in there.
Wait, which one?
Up top. Brad, just...
But it's not going!
What did you do to my phone?
I'm telling you, it wasn't going.
Did he blow up your phone again?
Yes.
And not the way he usually does either.
Yep. Perfect.
Yay.
Now that we photographed yourself doing stupid stuff.
Speak for yourself. But anyway, some names you might recognize as voice actors include Christian Bale, Kate Blanchett,
Hold on.
I'm an actual bat.
Peter Mullen, which I don't recognize, but
Oh, the whole thing comes off. Okay.
Yep.
Actually, it pivots down.
Yeah.
Why would it pivot down?
probably to access a clean out.
Yeah, that's probably true. Do you want it in the box? You want it here?
Peter Mullen?
Do you want another bra?
I do later.
Who's Peter Mullen?
He's the other Peter, not Dinklage.
He's the non-Dinklage
And
Peter.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
You know who Benedict Cumberbatch is.
Who's that?
Doctor Strange, Smaug, Sherlock.
Smaug.
On the human side, there's a bunch of names I don't recognize, but you might.
Okay.
Matthew
Modine?
Rice? R-H-Y-S? Reese?
Nope.
Right. Frida Pinto?
Nope.
Rohan Chand?
Definitely not.
Well, that's all I got.
I would leave that and frame it.
Is that a real $5 bill?
It's a real, swear to God, $5 bill.
Well, a black light will tell. Oh, I want to read that after.
You're
But again,
not a boring customer. The lawyers have spoken, and due to shipping restrictions,
Yeah.
we can't mail your glorious propane fuel. So to make it up to you, we've included some cold hard cash so that you can stroll down to your local store and stock up on some nice C3H8.
8.
You'll be looking for 14.1 ounce, 400 gram propane cylinder, which is about 11 inches high and 3 inches wide. Common brands include Benzomatic, Worthington, Rowenberger, Ghost Systems, or Today's Tools, and are available at most hardware or automotive stores.
all
See
copyrighted.
page 5 of the Not a Flamethrower instructions for further information.
Love the Boring Company. Oh,
I really would just frame that.
okay.
Yeah,
And at
as
the
is.
bottom is a footnote that says lawyer time. Benzomatic, Worthington, Rothenberger, Go Systems, Today's Tools are not associated with the Boring Company or not a flamethrower in any way.
I'm going to frame that. Anyways.
Yep. With the
Absolutely.
$5.
With the $5, yeah.
Number 2, kind of for Rob, but not really. But I always like to have a Rob story. Netflix is making Pacific Rim and Altered Carbon anime.
I'd be...
And the reaction is stone silence.
They have Pacific Rim. It's called Gundam. Mm-hmm. And what was the other one?
Gundam didn't fight giant monsters.
Altered Carbon.
I didn't even watch the show yet. But I hear it's good.
So Netflix is developing 5 original anime shows, including 2 titles you might be familiar with, the 2 I just said. The animated series will take place in the same universe as the live-action installments of the titles, though they'll tackle different stories and feature new characters. Pacific
It'll
Rim...
become non-canon as soon as they decide it's no longer canon.
Yep.
Exactly. Pacific Rim revolves around siblings who are forced to pilot
A Jaeger.
a Jaeger across dangerous lands to find their missing parents. Altered Carbon will focus on new elements from the Blade Runner-inspired Netflix show, wherein bodies and are merely sleeves, quote-unquote, you can change, and death doesn't always mean that you're gone for good. The 3 other shows,
Have you watched the show itself, like the actual live action on Netflix?
Which one?
Altered Carbon?
No, I watched like the first episode and
You're done?
the first episode.
Yeah.
That was it.
No, there's more.
Yeah, no, I'm not done. It's just I haven't gotten
Oh,
around to it.
I thought you said I watched your first episode
okay.
and I'm out.
No. Okay. I've watched Altered Carbon. Black Mirror, I think, has new episodes out there.
Yep.
We just got into A Good Place, which is actually a really good show
Wait.
with Kristen Bell. And
Wait, you got into a good place.
I got into a
I'm
good
glad
place.
you've gotten to a good place.
yes, but the show's called A Good Place.
I thought it was
Oh,
The
is
Good
it?
Place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Doug's in a good place.
There's like 4 or 5. I mean, I haven't even watched Daredevil. I haven't finished Daredevil season 2.
Really?
Yes.
How's that happened?
Just there's so much to watch.
There is.
I'm watching the Flash season, whatever it's on.
I'm watching the Bob Ross series for the 90th time.
On Netflix. Come on, what do you fall asleep to it? Yeah. Now we're just gonna paint this happy little tree.
And I'm out. I am out.
And we're.
Are you kidding me?
I think it has a mountain friend over here that it'll all just.
We don't even get to the mountain. We're like, we're painting this.
It's like, okay, well today, friends,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna paint a little forest scape here with a stream going through it.
And I am out. Like,
Meanwhile, line 3 in the show, Brad's already gone. He's like,
Yeah.
and after this, we're doing lines of cocaine.
yeah.
And then we're just gonna
like, I don't know. Like for all I know, like
I'm gonna go stab a kitten in the eye.
I've never
53
seen a whole
times.
episode. For all I know, he just like, we're just gonna like, he just starts swiping his brush on there. Now that Brad's asleep, we just take this away and we put this up here. And we're gonna play video games until he wakes up. And like, how did it fit?
He's like, but in the
Yeah.
meantime, we're gonna have my assistant over here, who I haven't paid in 15 years, paint a picture in the blood of my enemies.
Yes, exactly. Have you watched Altered Carbon yet?
I haven't watched anything on anything in about a year.
Why?
Life.
That's disappointing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Have you read a lot of books?
No.
Have you watched any
What do you-
movies?
Are that many people like cutting digits off or something?
No, I just go home and cry.
Okay, well, there you go.
What do you do for entertainment?
Masturbate.
That's more.
That's
Relaxation.
recreational.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Do you watch anything other than porn for 3 minutes and 23 seconds?
No, it doesn't take that long.
Well,
I'm very efficient.
I'm talking about scrubbing to the part you want to watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there you go.
No movies, no
Nothing.
podcast.
Whole lot of nothing.
Wait, you listen to podcasts.
My new to me vehicle
Yeah.
doesn't have a radio.
Okay, well you
Really?
listen.
Like literally there is a gaping hole.
Well, the good news is you can replace that at Walmart for like $50.
Mm-hmm.
I went to work and not catch the vehicle on fire.
Okay.
Oh, we can.
Yeah,
we can put it in.
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
we can totally do that.
Yeah, we've done that.
Oh no, I did it for years
I
and
put
years.
a TV in my Dodge Neon.
Oh my God!
I
Yeah,
remember
you did.
that.
Yeah.
I remember you playing your
Was I there
original
for that, or was I there
Xbox
for-
on it.
You were there for part of it. It was over
Was-
at Kyle's house.
That's right. It was over
Yeah.
at Kyle. Yeah, it took a long time, and I was like, I gotta
It
go.
did. It was
it's
trying
like
to get the roof back in. was the
10.
hard
Yeah,
part.
that was the
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah, it was. But nailed it. That's a good one.
good.
That's good.
Good pop.
Good pop. Yeah, that's nice.
So anyway, back to the Netflix thing. The 3 other movies it's coming out to is I'm gonna botch this, but Cagaster.
Sure. Nope, you
Cag-
nailed it.
Cagaster?
Yeah, Cagaster.
What?
Cagaster Christie.
Cagaster Christie.
Cagaster of an insect cage, which is in that a strange disease turns people in a post-apocalyptic world into giant insects.
Ooh, if you could be any insect, what insect would you be?
Butterfly. That way it'd be pretty.
Gary Busey.
No, that's not an insect.
He's
That's
a
an
bug-eyed son of a
That's
bitch.
an alien.
Oh yeah.
Really though, if you could turn into a giant insect, what insect would you be? Like, I don't want to be one of those big beetles with like the horn on it.
A horny beetle.
A horny beetle.
Is that what it's called?
Dung beetle?
No, is it dung beetle with the one with the big horn?
Some of them.
Oh man, I want to be a dung beetle. Mm-hmm. Because they got the hard shell. Like they fall out of the tree, they're just like, I'm up, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, it's like, oh, let's go.
That doesn't happen at larger sizes. Then that exoskeletons just get crushed.
Oh man, so I can't like.
And by the
jump-
way, the whole reason insects aren't like enormous, like
is
they
because
were,
of the oxygen level.
Yeah. Whoa, science.
I know.
Oh, ripping it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
By the way, they
Oh, don't you know?
don't you know
Uh-huh.
that if the air was, what was it, 25% more oxygenated, they'd be like the size of dogs and cats and dogs, and we would be dead. There's no way we stand a chance against them. But if Brad's version of the exoskeleton, works to theory, then we can still shoot him. Like in what's that movie, Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
We get Casper Van Dien to be like, die, you stupid bug. And we get Little Busey to be in there like, oh, I'm going to get my legs burnt off. And get some random black guy to be like, I hate you. And then be like, I respect you by the end of the movie. And have some old grizzly guy like that guy from, what's it called? That one, yeah. to be like, you're not good enough. Only to die, in some mediocre way. Yeah.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. What were you saying?
That thing's not leaking propane, is it? I
think
kind
you
of
know.
smell it a little.
That's me leaking propane.
That's the brats.
Yasuke will revolve around the story of a retired samurai set in a version of feudal Japan where mecha and magic exist.
They already did that. It's called Bright. Didn't work.
Well, they're going to try it again.
Are they trying Bright again? Do you know if they're trying Bright again? I know that's not part of your story.
Are they? I don't know. It was halfway decent. The movie was halfway decent.
It definitely wasn't a theater. It wasn't a theater movie. It was definitely a Netflix movie. Yeah.
And finally, Tresse, T-R-E-S-C, no idea really how to say
Probably
it,
just
but
Triss.
probably, is based on a graphic novel that tells the story of Alexandra Tress, a detective in Manila who specializes in crimes committed by supernatural beings from Philippine mythology.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys never answered it. Come on. You're gonna be a giant bug. What bug are you gonna be?
A butterfly. I want to be
Oh, you want to be a butterfly? Brad, pick a bug. He's a butterfly. I'm a beetle.
Gotta be in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, bee in there. Like a yellow jacket or like a bumblebee or a honeybee. Don't be a honeybee.
I'm a bumblebee.
Okay. So you don't sting anybody, and you
What's the smartest
like
insect?
getting
Well, you
petted.
can sting people.
Praying
but they're-
mantis.
I know who I'll be. I'll be the monarch.
Ha, I'm already a butterfly, though.
Oh, so it's just fly into a light.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect. Someone will get that joke besides Rob.
I got it.
I was gonna say, did anybody watch the most recent season?
No.
No.
Jeez, did you watch the season before that?
No.
So you're like 4 years behind.
Yes.
Okay, I will be indestructible.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a tick.
Can I be a honey badger?
Yes.
No, that's not an insect.
Can I be a princess?
If you're a butterfly, yes.
Okay.
What kind of butterfly would you be?
Pretty one.
A Luna moth.
Oh, great. I can live for 5 days and I'm done.
Yeah.
You could be a cicada. Live underground for
For
anywhere
17 years.
anywhere up to 17 years, and then come out for like a night.
Just to get
So-
back in. And then go back again.
Trekkies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's Trek Fest. We're out of the sun.
Yeah. Melting. All
Still
right.
more Netflix news, and there's actually more after this, but
Holy crap. Anyways.
I saw the story too late. There are 6 animated films, not anime, but animated films that are being added to its slate of family content.
Okay.
And as Variety is reporting, the latest anime edition includes 2 films and 4 series, of which have big names attached. Still, newly
Like that piece of junk that had Jaden Smith attached to it that came out back in like January.
Did it?
garbage.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have The Irishman listed on there for its release date?
Not that I've seen. No.
March 17th.
Is it?
I have no idea.
For anybody who doesn't know, the Irishman is a movie that... What's his name? The Departed. Martin
It's
Scorsese.
going right into the mic, dude.
I know. I'm trying to drown him out.
Martin Scorsese's been working on forever and a day, and they're literally de-aging Pacino and De Niro through the whole movie.
Hooah!
Oh, I can't do De Niro. Which was De Niro?
Hey, I'm Robert De Niro.
That kind of sounds like Norm.
Please keep doing that for the
No.
rest of the show.
No.
Right.
Oh,
All right. We're gonna work on your Robert De Niro for the entire duration of the show now.
What I want to talk about is I listened to a podcast. It's Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith.
Yeah. I was working on. Who was I doing an impression
Kevin
of
Smith
earlier?
have his own podcast?
Oh, he has a
was
lot.
It, well, it was
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
You begin to get the face.
Jack Nicholson.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Wah!
that's Pacino.
That's all I can do for Pacino. That's
So-
it. That's literally. There's no other part of my impression. It's very non-nuanced.
Hoo-wah!
That's it.
Can you do walking?
I haven't in a very long time.
Neither have I. We did it for
Mid
like
to
half an hour. And
Christopher Walken. I think the longer between.
you
when
just have to talk.
have to talk like
And not know
what
where you go.
What you gonna say?
It could be.
Is
It
this
could be
rat?
butterflies.
Yeah.
Then you have
Pause.
the 3 mice stories.
Just pause. It's
Just
you're
random-
talking
the
random.
cadence.
Complete cats.
cadence. Just going.
That's a great Kevin Pollak
Yeah.
impression.
Great.
Thanks.
It's a horrible Christopher Walken.
It's the
Kevin-
best we can
Kevin-
do.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets.
I'm walking on the wild side here.
Yeah, it's, yeah, there you go. And really, it's not far from that to, what's his name? Woody Allen.
No, it's not.
It's really not a far walk from walking to.
No, you gotta get nasalier.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
No,
Yeah. Do that and get
No.
get into it.
you have to. No, that's too nerdy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking. I'm walking.
Walking. Yeah,
And then
no,
I'm just gonna nasal.
dear.
Why would you?
Why would you do that?
why
I mean,
would you throw the
you were
crates
directing
away?
the film, and
the
you had
crates.
him over.
And
You had Christopher Walken in
He
your
was
film,
over
and then he walking away.
He just
Just
was
gone.
walking's walking.
Yeah, it's really not a far leap from that.
No. It's scary.
Yeah.
No, but what I was thinking is they did a live comic read,
Okay.
and they said,
Can you do a Kevin Smith impression?
No.
Is there such a thing as a Kevin Smith impression?
No. It's like, I almost died from a heart attack, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, no.
Great.
They invited people
If I
up
had
for.
a baseball cap and a cigarette, I could do a Kevin Smith impression.
Okay.
And an extra 75 pounds.
He's actually skinny now.
Clerks. Kevin.
No.
Oh, you want the-
No, still an extra 75 pounds on Rob. He's a skinny son of a bitch.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So they had people come up from the audience, and all I could think of was, man, I really wish Brad and I were there.
Why?
Because you would be reading and be like, okay, I'm Aquaman, and you'd be like Superman. We'd be having a discussion, and they said if you do any voices,
Okay.
like it's appreciated. So it'd just be like, "Oh, Superman, what are you doing in the Hall of Justice?"
I don't know. Where am I? Where are all these mirrors?
You betrayed us. How dare you?
Yeah. That sucks.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, they have people go. They
What's that?
That's a much better film.
It is. It's anything better than DC Universe.
I don't think Superman's gonna like being woken up from the dead. Hold on. Superman, you okay?
Oh no! Where am I?
We woke you up from the dead.
I don't mean to cast aspersions, Peter. No.
I was gonna say, then you have Wonder Woman and just Quagmire sitting there,
All right.
just behind her the whole time.
Lasso of truth, lasso of love. Yeah. I was like, wait, kids present, not super dirty.
Yeah.
Abort.
So all I can think of was, man, because they have Ralph Garman on there who does impressions too.
Right.
So picture us doing the two Family Guy impressions and him throwing in like a Pacino or a De Niro,
Right.
or something like that. But everybody else was just like, "Hi, I'm a little girl."
Oh,
It's like, oh no, if you can do,
Boo.
yeah. So we have to find their con podcast like next year and try to go out to it
Okay.
and be like, we can do a voice. Perfect for comic books.
Yeah, we would have to rehearse that before we go
Well,
out
no, they
there.
make you read the comic book.
Right.
So the script's there.
No, I mean, we'd have to rehearse the voices we were going to do.
We can do them.
What do you mean? Well, I mean,
Like, I
if
can
you're
just
gonna-
turn this on whenever I want.
It takes a little. It takes a little practice for Peter, and yeah, because he just marks me more than Joe.
It just went from
It does. It works its way there right quick. You don't hold that back, man. Floodgate coming out, and Joe, don't mean to cast aspersions, Peter. You know.
You went from nasal to deep.
Yeah.
In like 2 words.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Uh,
Well, yeah, you can hold the mic down.
Yeah, I
Meanwhile,
mean, then
they'll be doing their thing and they'll just hear me go, ow, 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 ow.
I don't want to go to fat camp. I don't want to go.
Well, you only need to do one voice.
Oh, one voice?
That's it.
I don't think I can hold it. Like, I can't even hold
don't have
between German and Australian. Like, if I have to do German the entire time. I am Superman. I'm very precise. This laser vision is 0.1 microns.
Uber mesh.
Yeah. And there he goes.
I'm Uberman.
The fat Lex Luthor is pushing the water off my desk again. Stop it, Lex Luthor. This is very devious of you. Stop it.
Stop it. Less successful Luther.
Less successful.
Tell me about it.
Right?
Not Lex Luthor, less successful Luthor.
Les Luthor.
Les Luthor. Yes, that's his brother.
Comic book characters.
There's Lex Luthor, and then there's Les Luthor. More like Les Luthor.
Luthor.
I think you're both really inhaling the propane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was great. It's still funny.
What was in those brats?
It was delicious.
It was green.
Birch.
It smelled like skunk.
Yep. But Les Luthor.
Les. And every time anybody says Les Luthor, everybody says go more like Les Luthor.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's that. I think we're rewriting the DC universe for the better as we speak.
So we have Les Luthor.
Yeah.
We have what would the Cleveland guy be?
All right. Cleveland guy. Who would that character be in the DC universe? I just feel like it's better if it's like so out of place, so it's like Aquaman.
Yeah,
You know,
I think he's good as an Aquaman.
You go from his white and ponytail-y,
to a
like if
fat
you can get to
black man.
Yeah, just yeah.
Aquaman, a.k.a. Jerry Curl.
Because the waves.
Yeah.
Jerry
Curl,
Oh.
and also the hair.
Wow, this sounds slightly racist, but all right, yeah.
Okay.
Danger.
Well, his name is Arthur Curry?
Who?
Aquaman.
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Is his name, are you talking the actor or
No, the comic book character.
Okay. What is he like? What is instead of like him like Clark Kent ripping off sunglasses, he like rips off his shorts into a Speedo?
No,
what?
he's just that's his name.
Okay.
You know, people know him on land as Arthur Curry.
He's Arthur Curry when he's holding down his pizza delivery route. What?
No, he was like he walks around America trying not to be Aquaman for a while.
Walkie McWaterman.
He's still strong and all that stuff. He's just Arthur Curry. He's just a guy.
He just hung out with Forrest Gump for a while.
Yeah.
So wait.
Bubba Curry?
You're telling me he walks around the
Aquaman. He did not want to be Aquaman.
So he walked around America solving crimes a la the Hulk.
No, he was
really like you're like.
Oh,
what superpower does he have? Remove him entirely from that.
Well, no, he was still strong and pretty indestructible and could like jump.
Boring as all hell.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
well, okay, yeah, back in the day, not anymore.
Uh-huh.
Like there was a whole storyline where he became badass, like to save his son.
I'm sorry if he's not talking to Charlie the Tuna. I don't care.
To save his son, he had to have his hand.
Mr. Limpet, whatever.
He got his hand eaten by like a giant piranha and replaced it with a hook.
Batman lost his parents.
That's true.
Does he have both of his hands?
We're not sure.
Wait, both of Aquaman's hands? He might.
He might have one. He might have the one he lost.
Yeah. You missing this? Yeah.
Meanwhile, hold up a hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
By the way, speaking of sports, because segues are for suckers, I hear we have Doug Sports, Doug Sports, which on a week-to-week basis talks about sports. And in case you didn't know, because we have to plug the hell out of it, there is a podcast. I'll just do Doug impression the entire time. I can do that. It's.
Doug.
I'm Doug.
Doug man.
I'm Doug. I'm doing Doug.
I'm Doug.
Doug from the old Nickelodeon show?
He might have been on it. We don't know. It's, Doug, happy-go-lucky, likes orange tabby cats, sports Doug, who's host of the podcast, The Yearbook, which is available on iTunes and Stitcher and wherever you get your podcasts at your local supermarket. It's like 6 minutes of the hottest sports weirdness you could possibly imagine. Go download it. It's The Yearbook. Email them. That's what it says in the yearbook at hotmail.com or something. Yeah,
says in the yearbook.
Says in the yearbook. Whatever it is. Someone's going to get his emails.
At AOL.
At AOL.yahoo.earthlink.ro.snet.net. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
If it works.
How long is it?
Tonight we're going to talk about something, I'm not sure what it is. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. That's it. All right, so this is wrapping paper, by the way. It helps me balance. Anyway, So a lot of people, when you call into talk radio, sports talk radio, everybody's like, our team's losing, it's terrible, but the coach just stands there on the sideline, stone-faced. They never say anything. They never act up. You need somebody like Vince Lombardi who's grabbing people by the jerseys and yelling and screaming at them. That's what we need. These people to act like they don't care. They're not saying anything. First off, Vince Lombardi didn't do that. He was a lot more than just a yeller and a screamer. A lot of his ex-players say they thought about him every single day of their lives long after they were out of football. And one said, I didn't even think about my dad every single day of my life, but I thought about Vince Lombardi. So he's very special to people, and that's not because he yelled and screamed. Okay, so yellers and screamers and passionate guys. We have Hugh Jackson, who coached the Raiders. That is close to Hugh Jackman. He was 8-8 with the Raiders, not so hot. He came over to the Browns, and everybody's like, Browns, dark horse to make the playoffs. And we were like, Hugh Jackson, and Hugh Jackson wound up fired. Here's why Hugh Jackson is significant. Because if you watched Hard Knocks over the summer, which focused on the Cleveland Browns, you saw Hugh Jackson give every speech everywhere. He said things like, when we win, and when we turn this thing around, and when the Browns become good. He had a positive attitude all the way. He was given all the speeches out of all the shows that ever happened, out of all the sports movies that ever happened. Name the greatest sports movie, gave this great speech from it. He said all the right things that everybody wanted to see. He was fiery. He was going to hold players accountable. He was fired. It didn't work. Meanwhile, Alex Cora, who I keep wanting to call Joey, who I think is his brother, who also coaches in the major leagues. Alex Cora, the manager of the Boston Red Sox, wasn't very animated in the dugout, but he was fascinating to watch because he never said anything or did anything, basically, but you're like, what's this guy thinking? Because he was advertised with a wave of other people as basically you're a robot for the front office. You're plugged into the front office. The front office says, the stats say never swing away on a 2-2 pitch. So the manager is telling his players, never swing away on a 2-2 pitch, except Cora turned into a renegade. He took tons and tons of risks that the computers didn't like. And yet he was expressionless in the dugout, but he was fascinating to watch, and he won the World Series. Then the long game, the longest game in World Series history, where Nathan Eovaldi of the Red Sox pitched 6 scoreless innings. His arm should have been about to fall off, and then he gave up the game-winning homer at exactly 3:30 in the morning. Exactly 3:30 in the morning in the East Coast. It was actually 12:30 because they were playing on the West Coast. He gives up that big homer, and the Red Sox lose. They were up 2-0. That made it 2-1 in the World Series against the Dodgers. The Red Sox lost, but they put all their eggs into the Game 3 basket, and it looked dire for the Red Sox. Usually in these situations, apparently, what everybody does, it's so late, they go home because they have to be back at the ballpark in like 2 hours. But Cora, manager Cora, gave a rousing, behind-the-scenes, not seen by everybody pep talk. He gave the team a pep talk. He called everybody together. They were emotional. He singled out Eovaldi and said, this guy was just amazing for us. He was amazing. Look what he did. Congratulate him. All the players lined up for hugs. They actually had long embraces with Eovaldi after the game. It was moving. It was great. It was motivational. It didn't work, because the Red Sox came out the next day and promptly fell behind 4-0 until it did work when they rallied to tie the game and wound up winning handily, and then were not, it helps me with my balance, shut up. And then they wound up not being threatened at all in Game 4 and winning the series. So, Alex Cora knows how to do it. Your manager doesn't need to wave his arms around and kick over stuff to be effective. The end.
So while Doug was doing that, they definitely did not go out and make more brats.
Nope, definitely didn't. You want more ketchup for your brats we didn't make?
Yeah, I mean, nope.
Oh
no, Aquaman. Is this made out of fish?
Oh, jeez, wow. Smell them over here.
Want a bite? You sure? Oh, come on. You don't want a bite of your first ever flamethrower cooked brat?
Who said it would be my first? Oh, it is a brat.
Fair enough.
And it's not a flamethrower.
Want a bite?
No, I'm good.
Ah, so I guess
One bite?
No, I'm still good. So while they have their mouths full, the other movies that are coming to Netflix that I started to mention, the first one's called My Father's Dragon, which tells the story of a young runaway who goes off in search of a captive dragon. And The Willoughbys, which is an adaptation of a Lois Lowry novel
These are cooked at my house from now on.
about 4 children abandoned by their parents.
It's actually really good.
The Willoughbys is already in production, and it has the following names attached: Ricky Gervais, Maya Rudolph, Will Forte, Martin Short, Alessia Cara, and Jane Krakowski, all in their cast.
That actually sounds like a really good cast.
I think it's good because it cooks so fast, so it seals everything in.
The
Definitely.
limited series that Netflix gave the green light to, there's one called Maya and the Three from George Gutierrez, who will direct some of the series' 9 episodes and then co-write the others. He describes it as a Mexican Lord of the Rings, but hilarious.
Was that hot dog good?
It was. Wait, a Mexican Lord of the Rings? I just like.
But hilarious.
Hey, Frodo!
I feel like any Mexican Lord of the Rings, by its very nature, is hilarious.
Yeah. It's going to feature a female hero, half human and half divine.
Like, unless they just do it verbatim in Espanol.
And will be set in a mythical Mesoamerican-inspired world. Additionally, Netflix has backed a show called Kid Cosmic, a series from Powerpuff Girls creator Craig McCracken.
McCracken.
About a boy who dreams of becoming a hero but struggles with his powers once he actually is transformed into one.
What is it called?
Kid Cosmic. The 2 other series, called Trash Truck and Go Go Corey Carson, are geared towards PAT-level preschool-age kids. So that's for you.
Trash Panda?
Trash Panda.
Trash Panda? It's a raccoon.
The 6 projects have release dates anywhere
better?
between 2019 and 2021.
Is that better to be called a Trash Panda?
Than a raccoon?
Yeah.
I guess.
No, that's when you go, no, it's way worse.
Is it? Oh, it's way worse.
So
That's from the movie.
Okay.
you had the NES Classic.
Yes.
We have the Super NES Classic.
Yes.
Next into the arena,
Sega Classic.
the PlayStation 1 Classic.
What's it going to have on it? Tomb Raider?
All right, here's the
It's
thing.
going to have games.
Here's my problem with that.
Tell me your problem, Brad.
It's not super outdated and nostalgic.
And it's never the game
That's
you want.
that's exactly it. It's it. It was at the time. It's kind of like it was one of the first to delve into 3D, and we're just used to that now.
Yep.
But it was kind of only good and groundbreaking in a lot of the games because it was new into 3D.
Right.
So now
It's like, oh.
it's like, wow, this Twisted Metal 1 is garbage.
Right.
You know? It's
So with that, does anybody have an PS1 they're willing to get rid of? Mine doesn't work anymore.
I have a PS2.
what did you still play on PS1?
Well, I wasn't playing for a while, and I was like, I want to check some of this out. I had a couple racing games. There was a nice Ghost in the Shell game.
Mm-hmm.
I want one.
A PlayStation Classic?
Well, that's completely different than
Talk
the
to
PS1.
the guy behind you, not
Yeah.
us. Take it up with management. So this is going to connect directly to your television via standard HDMI cable.
Yep.
Just like the original.
Yeah.
Yes. Comes preloaded with 20, we'll call them iconic games.
So one iconic game.
Yeah.
No, you're
Metal
gonna
Gear
get-
Solid. That's it.
You're going to get 4 games that you might recognize the names of.
Okay, good.
Well,
Do you have the whole? Do you have the whole list?
Not all 20, but
Okay.
All right. I'm going. Wait. Hold on. If we're gonna do this right.
well,
so-
I'll give you most of them because there are some. Final Fantasy VII,
Sure.
Resident Evil Director's Cut,
Okay.
the first Grand Theft Auto, and Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
So
Lesser known but still beloved, like Rayman, Mr. Driller,
Rayman, not Rain Man.
yeah,
Still don't know it. Definitely don't know it.
Wild Arms,
Nope.
and Battle Arena Toshinden.
So you,
Oh, okay. There
you have Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Battle Arena Toshinden, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto Original, Intelligent Cube with a Q,
Garbage.
Jumping Flash,
Garbage.
Metal Gear Solid,
Okay.
Mr. Driller. Sounds other.
Don't.
Yep, Oddworld,
Pornographic.
Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, Rayman. Those are actually side scrollers, so those actually could be good. Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter Tekken 3, Tom Clancy Rainbow Six, the OG, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms.
There you have it.
Yeah.
It's retail.
$100.
$100.
So basically, I can buy a used PS1 and play all the games I already still have
Yeah.
for a lot less.
Yes,
Correct.
correct.
The PlayStation Classic has 2 rear ports, the HDMI for video out, and a micro USB for power.
You know what's next? Dreamcast Classic.
That would actually be interesting.
Yeah, but what games did Dreamcast have?
Sonic.
Soul Calibur?
TurboGrafx 16 Classic?
Probably.
Yeah, that's called an arcade machine.
There should be.
An arcade,
Somewhere.
yeah, a cabinet
Yeah, arcade cabinet.
with an emulator. Done.
Pretty much. Yeah, I guess it's, this is kind of like the easy way for people to play old games, which I guess is great because it, kind of brings all the nostalgia back and all the rest of that. But really, a lot of these are available on, if you have... So here's the legality of kind of the emulators. If you own the physical media, basically, it's considered legal for you to, like, download the ROM of that game and play it because you own the game, And it's
bought the rights.
That's basically, you bought the rights to play the game. Now, you're theoretically not supposed to download just, all the games for PlayStation 1 or whatever and play it on an emulator if you don't own them. So, theoretically.
Yeah, that. So moving on to the next story. Let's say you're at home and you want somebody
to make me a bratwurst.
Yes, or you want a visitor to know that you're home and they're welcome.
Who?
A visitor.
Okay.
What do you do at your house?
Turn a light on.
Exactly. You turn on the porch light.
Put out the barbed wire.
Put the dog away.
Put it in. It fits in the.
Wait, what do you want again? You want them to know you aren't home?
You are home.
You are
people
home.
are welcome.
And you want to let a visitor know that they're welcome and they can stop by.
You put a sign in your window that says free cupcakes.
I was gonna say free candy.
You can do what Brad does.
Yeah, just don't put it on the van though. That has a whole different.
I just walk into Brad's house.
Everybody does, including the
Hey,
bear.
I'm here, and then the dog's like, woof.
Nope, dog's not even like woof. Dog's just, hey.
Susie's just like, are you gonna pet me and give me
Yeah,
food?
pet me.
Really, you have to worry more about the bears outside than the dog inside.
Yeah, which is as big as a bear.
Yeah,
but
it's a big
Susie's
German
awesome. I love Susie.
She's fat.
It's okay. She's still very loving.
She is.
So,
and then you wake up Brad in his boxer shorts.
What do you want?
He's inevitably asleep.
It's true.
There's an MIT researcher who claims that he wants to turn on the intergalactic front porch light.
And he wants to do that with a laser.
Pew 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 pew.
He wants
Meanwhile,
to,
their ships are going to be coming. Dodge, 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 dodge! They're firing.
But it's in a straight line. It's you either hit speed a lot. Never mind.
No, but it's orbiting around Earth. So.
I get because the Earth is rotating.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he's going to fire it off of Earth, not off of like a satellite.
Oh, that's where you get most of your power.
Man,
Jay, tell us more.
Yeah, sorry.
So he wants to create a laser space beacon detectable.
You can say it right. Let's create a laser. Oh yeah, you got to do the space too.
That's a lot of characters in one 3-word sentence, but a laser space beacon detectable up to 20,000 light years away, and says it's feasible.
It'll take a while to get there though.
Well,
like 20,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not our problem.
And in the
like most things on Earth, what are we doing? I don't know. Stuff that may affect future generations. Not my problem.
That's right.
And meanwhile, the aliens race is just gonna be like, is that a laser pointer? Does somebody have a? Oh, it's gone.
And it's gone.
Okay.
Yep.
So the
intergalactic cops show up wanting to know why you're flashing a laser pointer at spaceships.
Turn off your high beams. So James Clark, the researcher, posits that focusing a 1 to 2 megawatt laser, which is a lot of watt for a laser.
That's a lot, especially for a space-based laser.
Doesn't the laser hit the antenna in space?
No.
Oh, hopefully not.
Hopefully it doesn't hit anything.
That would be weird.
It wants to put it through a 30 to 45 meter telescope and aim it into space and create a beacon that would emit enough radiation to be distinctive from the sun's infrared energy.
Oh, that sounds good. Let's just pump radiation out.
Yeah, that's fine. If there is an alien astronomer in a neighboring solar system, like on one of the exoplanets that we found in our research, it's not ours, but like someone much smarter than us,
That might have been
they
Brad's.
might spot the signal from our little corner of the galaxy.
Yeah, eventually.
We could even hypothetically send Morse code type messages out there using laser pulses.
Yeah, okay.
And thank God aliens know Morse code.
That's
true.
God. Yep. And our language.
Listen, all you have to do is do the alphabet like 53,000 times over, and then you can finally send a message. So that hopefully their linguists can figure out, wait, there's a pattern here. Let's figure out the pattern.
Tech scientists would need to build such a beacon within practical reach. There's a 39mm telescope under construction in Chile. And there's also a scrapped U.S. Air Force YAL-1 airborne laser, which was designed to destroy missiles in mid-flight. And had
it did successfully.
No. And it has the equivalent power to the laser that Clark says would be required. So everything's there. They're just not let our powers combine. They're not Captain Planet.
By our powers combined, we've spent a lot of money.
$30, dollar store. Pick up like some 3-packs of lasers. Shoot them all up at once. Call it a day.
There you go. There are more practical
What would
concerns.
happen if, like, we should try and get like 100 just really dirt cheap and just tape them all together?
Yeah, but how would we push them all at the same time?
Details.
That's what the duct tape's for.
That's the duct tape's for, and what's the batteries?
Instead of using those little tiny button batteries, let's just jam a AAA in there.
Perfect.
I think it'll last forever.
Just write it down.
So the more
Write it
practical
down,
concerns are the laser potentially damaging your eyes if you look directly towards it. Because even though the beam would be invisible...
Why are they pointing it at Earth?
Well, even though the beam would be invisible to the naked eye, evidently it can still damage your eyes somehow, some way.
Well, it is radiation.
It is, yeah.
Laser could also affect cameras on spacecraft that pass through it.
Or cameras in general.
Yeah.
That feels like a problem.
That is a problem.
Great plan, Clark.
The International Space Station goes right past it.
Slices it in half.
Huh.
It split it in twain.
Didn't see that one coming.
Clark suggests that installing the laser system on the far side of the moon would be the safest bet, even if it's vastly more impractical.
I would like space lasers on the moon.
But what about the flip side of this? Could we spot a similar beacon from another planet with our current technology?
I don't know. Are you looking for lasers from Alpha Centauri?
Yes.
All right, then.
Can we get to Alpha Centauri?
Theoretically.
You'll
be dead.
Not while we're alive.
No.
The answer is yes, but it would require a powerful enough telescope, i.e. 1 meter or larger, directed at the exact source location. So it's unlikely as things stand right now. However, imaging tools used to study gases on exoplanets could detect our neighboring porch lights also. So there's a slim chance we might be able to invite them over to coffee after all, if they don't annihilate us.
Smells like summer.
Yeah, it smells
and
good.
bratwurst.
Yeah, and brats.
Even though it's fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fall. But a stick here smells like bratwurst. And fire.
What do we got? 18 minutes.
I think I chose wisely on the golden birch.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one. The definitely dead.
Well, it is now.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah.
So Hulu has landed all of Fox's biggest animated comedies.
Such as?
Let's see.
Family Guy? Simpsons?
They announced a deal with 20th Century Fox that will see the majority of Fox's animated sitcoms sticking with the platform. The most notable new additions to the service is King of the Hill, all 13 seasons.
That's not surprising, though.
Yeah.
Because now, doesn't Disney have a majority stake in Hulu, and now Disney owns Fox?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. In addition, Hulu will cement itself as the exclusive online home to pretty much every Fox cartoon worth mentioning, including Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and Futurama.
I never really truly got... Maybe it's just me. I just never really truly got into Bob's Burgers.
Me either. It's not just you. You have to, I think, either get it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Hulu is pushing hard into original content, but it's still putting big money behind archive TV deals for the big broadcast players. It holds the rights to blockbuster shows like Lost, ER, and Seinfeld, which sits next to originals like The Handmaid's Tale, Castle Rock, and The Runaways. The strategy is working, and the platform boasted that it had 20 million subscribers early this year, which is nothing to sneeze at.
No. At how much a month?
Depends on which package you get.
Base.
If you add live TV, I think it's like, without commercial free, I think it's like $11.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I have commercial free because I refuse to watch commercials, so it's like 15. It remains to be seen how Disney, when it completes its purchase of Fox, will deal with the Hulu and the web of deals already in existence. After all, as you just said, Disney will own a majority stake in the platform as well as all of Fox's shows, and it has its own streaming platform in the works. Then again, Family Guy and The Cleveland Show aren't family friendly, and so keeping them on Hulu might be a wise business decision.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Why
Wait,
you
from the Hunger Games?
Why you throwing red paint on my coat? It's pleather. It's
can
really
wipe it
just some
off.
bottles that I wrapped around me. Because Loretto doesn't let me buy a coat.
Sad. Actually, that is sad.
Sad. That's sad. The saddest Family Guy I've ever heard.
Well, Cleveland is kind of pathetic.
He is a little bit.
One last story.
He did have a show though, which
He
is
did have
also
some
sad.
I had my own show.
Had.
Had
Past tense.
Had past tense.
Yeah. No longer.
I still get residuals.
That's true.
That's true, yeah. But it had the bear. The bear talked like this. It had a Russian accent. It was for the bear. The bear talked like this.
It's more Swedish. That's more.
See, he knew.
It's more Swedish.
His wife was not Zsa Zsa Gabor. Who's the Huffington Post woman?
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Huffington, I think, was his wife.
Was Ariana Huffington's side? I don't know.
No, was he not? Yeah, I think that was his wife. I think. I like that show.
And then they had the
Too
kid.
much. Too much.
Oh, yeah.
That was close.
Sorry.
Last story. And it's another Netflix one.
Yay! What's coming and going from Netflix?
No, we already did that last time.
Oh.
So Netflix's movies obviously don't always get shown on the big screen. But whenever they do, they also debut it on the streaming service at the same time. So it's a
However,
simultaneous release.
It's a simulcast.
That won't be the case for 3 of its upcoming films.
Nope, because they want Oscar contention.
That's right. And it might all be due to the company's desire to finally win a certain golden statuette.
Ooh.
Netflix will debut Alfonso Cuarón's black and white Mexican drama Roma, the Coen Brothers' Western anthology The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and Suzanne Bier's thriller flick Bird Box, which also stars Sandra Bullock, who's another one who has stood the test of time.
Oop, sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Roma, which is apparently one of the leading Oscar Best Picture contenders, will have the largest gap between its theater premiere and Netflix debut. It'll be shown in select cinemas in LA, New York, and Mexico starting on November 21st, 3 whole weeks
Mexico.
before it makes its way to Netflix on December 14th.
Woo.
Plus, its theatrical run will continue even after it arrives on the streaming platform.
Are you talking about Netflix again?
Yes.
Seriously? Come on.
Well, we run out of things to talk
Doug,
about.
control your child. Now, meanwhile, the Fargo creators film will enjoy a limited theatrical run starting on November 8th, 8 days before you can watch it at home on Netflix. And the Sandra Bullock-starred Bird Box will also
One
be
day.
8 days ahead.
8 days.
But the question is, why would Netflix suddenly change its strategy after insisting on releasing films in theaters and on the platform the same day? Well, according to Vanity Fair, it's to appease and attract filmmakers who prefer seeing their movies on the big screen and those hoping to win awards for them. Cuarón, no, I'm good. For instance, has apparently been pushing for a significant theatrical release for Roma. Vanity Fair says it's a calculated move to show Oscar voters that it's serious about awards consideration. Because that's kind of like saying, hey, we're going to put a ton of work into this, and it's not going to have any contention for anything.
Nope. But enjoy it while it's on Netflix.
It's like, hey, you can become a Netflix-known director. Yay.
Meanwhile, they're like, well, awards.
Yeah.
Sundance.
It's like, yeah, I'd like to be known as Emmy Award-winning or
Oscar
nominated.
or Golden Globe.
Yeah, or
Didn't somebody who helmed a couple Jessica Jones, don't they now have a big gig with the big guy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought somebody who was
I'm gonna go with
directing
sure.
the Jessica Jones series.
Yeah, Jessica Jones won awards, didn't it?
Moving up to either a Marvel or a DC directing role.
Sure.
Yeah, which they will do AAA movies and then possibly get an award that they're
Right.
looking for. But if Netflix can keep all these people to themselves and just say, hey, you're making movies for us and you can still get the same awards.
Right.
Oh.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Or doesn't.
It does.
So if the new strategy works, then we might see Netflix films debuted on the big screen ahead of their online release every award season. You may want to start sharpening your spoiler-evading skills.
I don't know. Are there any movies from Netflix that you've watched that you would be willing to pay to watch on the big screen?
My Little Pony.
No.
Is that a claim from Rob that he would be willing to pay to watch that on the big screen, or are you just throwing that out there to make fun of us?
I was just throwing that out to make fun.
Okay.
I don't know. The last Netflix movie.
Like, yeah, that one's actually close in terms of big feature. That one's like, if we're giving that like movie reviews, that's like a 3 or a 4 for us. Like,
which one?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for that. Like, you're like, all right, it's just a generic whatever in the theater. Yeah. Okay, fine.
They
whatever.
didn't do enough with it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And then the only other Netflix movie.
Actually, there's one.
What's that?
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Wait, what?
10 Cloverfield Lane. Who was that?
That wasn't a Netflix.
What was that?
That was you're talking about the Cloverfield Paradox.
It was supposed to suck.
Wait, which one am I thinking of?
You're thinking about the one on the space station?
No, I'm thinking of the one with John Goodman.
Yeah, that was in theaters
10 Cloverfield
first.
Lane.
It was?
Yeah.
Well, then hot damn, it was well worth it.
No, I can't think. I can think of a lot of series that I could see on like TV.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, did you watch all the way through the end of?
I'm gonna go with nope.
House of Cards.
No.
No.
I'm on season like 3.
I watched through the end of House of Cards.
This is the final.
I watched
season?
the last season. It was okay.
That's a disappointing.
Oh,
Brad.
you might be excited about this.
Well, here's the thing. I'll give you the quick review. I watched all the way through it, but they should have put that dog down
last season.
Yeah, they should have. This just it. No. Nope. I'm not gonna give any
credence.
Any spoilers or any of that. But the ending was thoroughly
meh,
unsatisfying.
Oh, it was like Dexter.
It was thoroughly unsatisfying, and it was clear, it was like a season in which the actors and writers got a chance to take themselves way too seriously for the craft of acting and theater and Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
This last season felt like really Shakespearean, but I'm going to lay this out there in terms of mass market appeal.
Where art
even
thou,
to somewhat
Vice President?
Somewhat sophisticated audiences.
Shakespeare's kind of out
yeah, it's out there. You really got to be like in the mood for Shakespeare to be like, yeah, I'm going to watch some Romeo and Juliet or something like that.
No, unless Patrick Stewart's involved.
The best Shakespeare that's been uttered in a long time was by Robert Downey Jr. Why dost thou wear mother's drapes?
Right. I couldn't even stomach the King Lear with Anthony Hopkins.
No.
Did you try watching that?
I tried.
They did it in they're doing it in like Old English. I was like, no, you screwed it up.
Yeah, it didn't. It doesn't translate.
It doesn't do it. It's bad.
So, real quickly, because we are running out of time, we have like maybe 8 minutes left.
7.5.
Yes.
Meg. Proud fart.
So, Walking Dead.
I haven't watched this like season 4.
Anyways.
Don't ruin the last. I just finished season 8 on Netflix.
Okay, well, you know what's going on with this Walking Dead season, right?
With 9?
Yeah.
9.
Well, I know
as far as what's going on with the actors.
Well, I know the main character. What's going to happen?
Well, yeah. So
I mean, I haven't obviously seen it because I'm watching it on Netflix because I don't have enough money.
I'll put it this way: they're moving some characters to movies.
Well, that's the main reason the main character
right.
wanted to leave is because he wants to go that direction.
Right.
Interesting.
So on top of that, AMC has said, and Brad, this is where I expect you to either squee or knee. No.
Oh, it's not spoiler? Okay.
Spoiler. They're thinking about doing a Breaking Bad movie.
I heard about this.
Which could be interesting.
And I forget.
Taking place where in the timeline?
I think that they were,
I don't know.
what was it going to be called? Like Greenbrier or something like that?
I don't know, but it's
based off of what happens to Aaron Paul and a couple of the other characters after the conclusion of.
But the thing is,
RuPaul?
Is that that series took a whole season to tell the story. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what they can do.
I don't know what they can
hours.
do. Yeah, in 2 hours, what can they do?
I think all the.
I already know. I already have this down to a science.
Instead of doing this as a feature movie, what they should really do
is a
they
miniseries?
should just like no. Like
or
they
bring
should,
it back?
No. If we want to like work something in to see like Aaron Paul after that, is they should have him just be like slip him into like the Alaskan like crab fisherman show, Deadliest Catch. as like one of the deckhands, but just not say anything and have a long enough beard where like, that looks like Aaron Paul, but never say anything.
And he well, no, every now and then.
And that's the finale for Aaron Paul. You just never know.
Every now and then he just mutters his word, his phrase. I can't say it because.
Bitch.
Well, there's little ears around.
I already
My
told
ears
you.
aren't that big.
My show.
Oh.
I do what I want.
I do what I
No,
want.
you're both way off base on this one. It is completely 100% obvious on what
There was
this.
one time earlier where I was like, oh no, oh thank God.
It's
Not during the show,
100%
but-
obvious
Okay.
what this movie is going to do.
Okay.
It's going to bridge the gap to show you how he got from Malcolm in the Middle to Breaking Bad.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Because I'm telling you,
Well,
they're
no,
both
it's-
in the
it's
same
after-
universe.
Wait.
It's
but,
They don't know. It could be a prequel.
but he's dead. Unless
Malcolm came first.
What's that?
Malcolm came first.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he got to
Right,
Breaking
but this
Bad.
is the movie after.
No.
Yeah, it is.
The movie's really going to be the bridge between the two.
Well, they already did that.
What is it? What is
Better
it?
Call Saul.
No. They already did the bridge between Malcolm in the Middle and that.
What is it?
You missed that bit?
Yeah.
You guys never saw that bit?
Bit where?
Oh my God! Hold on.
We only have 4 minutes.
Well, I'm going to show you after the show.
That's fine.
But hold on, Brian.
So, anyways.
Tell me that wouldn't be amazing. A 2.5 hour movie
about how he loses his wife, loses his kids, loses his house, only to remarry, have a son with a
different name.
with a disorder.
But wouldn't you be interested
become
to
a
see in
teacher.
2.5 hours how he went from the Malcolm in the Middle family to where he was with Skylar and all them?
Couldn't you just watch whoever did that after the thing season ended, the whole ending thing where he woke up in bed with his wife? Like, hey,
This is what I'm talking about.
That's no.
They already
That's
did
no.
it.
They literally already did that.
Yeah.
As a 2.5 hour movie?
It was a 1 minute 34 second.
Or something.
Yeah. It was a thing. Hashtag references.
Well, it's an hour and 28.5 minutes too short.
Yes, it is. And also www.youtube.com/NSLSTV.
YouTube.com/NSLSTV. Twitter.
The only thing that's actually really updated.
NSLSTV.
Facebook.com/NSLSTV.
Check out
Twitter.com/NSLSTV, theoretically.
Check out our midnight replay.
The only time a Twitter gets updated is when I upload the video on YouTube and I put a funny little thing in there.
NSLSTV@gmail.com.
Don't go to NSLS.TV because it's still on fire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, we should put that out.
Yeah, should really.
I'd really be happier if
I'm
you.
about to start the fire.
Oh.
again. Yeah.
Oh, there goes our
it goes.
YouTube. There goes our Facebook.
Yep.
I'd really be happier if you actually put like flame GIF on there. Just
Or
be
just
like,
Brad.
Maybe I'll stop
or
being
just,
lazy
or just
someday.
Brad
I
making
doubt
Maybe.
it.
Probably not.
Just,
No.
just film us making a brat and just
Yep.
have a
you-
gift going
yep.
constantly.
You have
Yeah,
more
perfect.
important things to do, like going to Hawaii.
That's true. That's true. So, Jay, what'd you learn today?
I learned that's not a flamethrower,
Yeah?
and it can cook a brat in 30 seconds or less.
What'd you learn, Pat?
I learned that I'm very good at not dying.
That's good. We're all very happy for you on that.
MySpace.com/NSLS
anything.
TV.
I learned that I'm getting very good at flame control on that in terms of overall levels.
It's
On
not
your
a
not a
flamethrower.
flamethrower.
On my not
on
a
your
flamethrower.
on your creme brulee boring.
My world's largest creme brulee torch.
yes,
Yep. And that is definitely an outside
creme brulee.
creme brulee torch. Oh my God, outside, yes. Even with high ceilings, it's definitely an outside one.
Yes, because if you have a smoke detector anywhere,
Yeah.
Keep me on that clock.
oh yeah,
Okay.
you're on the clock.
You're on the clock and go.
Go. Yeah, go.
Yep. Go ahead.
Your mic's open. We're just
We're
listening to you now.
listening.
No, we were waiting for you.
No,
Go.
we're waiting. Go ahead.
Well,
Oh,
Well, when the
we're
mic
talking
is
to
on, you're
you.
talking
we
to
thought you
us.
were talking to us.
Yeah, we thought we were waiting.
we were
with
waiting for
bated
life
breath. Yeah,
lessons to get broken down. and
Yeah, you know, someone learns a lesson.
A sonnet of some sort.
Yeah, you know, lessons learned and friendships made and memories and forever or something.
By the way, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Why we
This
Merry
is our
Christmas?
Christmas card. Just do it now.
Mary Poppins.
There we
Mary
go.
Poppins,
Yay.
everyone.
There we go.
Wait, isn't that coming out? Come on out here, Max. Come on, you know you want to. He's
He-
like
He's
it's
been
like,
dying for an hour and a half.
I love your
Ooh,
T-shirt.
I can
by
poke
the
you with
way.
a stick.
Ow.
That's what you get. Now you get poked with a stick.
No.
You're in my show. I get to do what I want.
You're famous now. You're on TV.
Yeah, you're.
Hi, I'm famous.
That's what you get for being on my show. You get poked with a stick.
That's
We had to- we
that's
had-
what. No, Jay, you've got it all wrong. That's what our viewers think. It's like getting poked in the eye with a stick.
Yeah.
No flossing. Is that what it's called? Is that called flossing?
That's the hype.
The hype?
Like this.
I feel like that's something else.
It's nothing.
Wait, it's in Fortnite?
Can you do the
Yes.
fart?
That's a Fortnite dance?
Yes.
See, this is why I don't play
Anyway,
Fortnite.
Merry Christmas, people.
Now, if we only had him mic'd.
He can hear over our mics. Something.
Peace.
Love and Fortnite?
2-1.